You know what's really funny is thinking about people who think that they're wealthy because they have a lot of, quote, money in the bank. They've got money that's digital, electronic. When the music stops, I'm talking about the global debt music, that little musical special there that's going to come to an end. The only thing that matters is, in terms of assets, is things that you own that are real and physical. So you can have all the money in the world in a bank, it will vanish, it will disappear, the dollar will collapse, the United States government will go broke. The United States government will essentially go out of existence because it won't have funding capabilities. And yet, the things that people will be left with are the things that are real. So if you own a piece of land, free and clear, you'll still own it after the collapse. If you own a building, let's say you have a business and you built a building, you'll own the building. You'll own your business. You'll still own gold and silver if you have some of that. You'll still own your firearms, your ammunition. You'll own things that you have. You'll still have your knowledge and skills and education. But you won't have the money that you had the day before. And this debt collapse or dollar collapse, they're going to go hand in hand, of course, will happen so suddenly that most people will lose everything. Just as the people in Venezuela have lost everything. If they had money in the bank, that money is now worth, what, 1/1,000,000th of what it used to be just a few years ago. Essentially, it's worthless. There are people in Venezuela who are still getting their retirement checks. You know, a retirement check used to be able to pay the rent on a house, let's say. Today in Venezuela, your retirement check, same amount of money. They didn't cut your benefits, so to speak. They're still paying you the same amount of money, but it only buys a cup of coffee. And actually, that story is a few months old. Maybe now it might buy maybe not even the paper cup in which the coffee goes, much less the coffee. So this is coming. You may recall in the midterm elections, there wasn't anything on the ballot that said fiscal discipline. You know, where's the candidate that votes for paying your bills, not going deeper into debt, not having a long-term financial collapse? There are no such candidates. Not Republicans, not Democrats, and certainly not the Green Party members, not even libertarians for that matter. There are no candidates that want less spending, because less spending doesn't get you a victory in any election. People want more stuff. They want more benefits. They want more handouts. They want government to do more things in their lives, which is insane, but that's what they want. So this whole thing will go to collapse. After the collapse, there'll be a rebuilding, but it's going to go to collapse. There's no question, not even debatable at this point. There will be no returning from where we are now, and we're way past the horizon on this. The threshold is in the rear view mirror. We're so far past it, the tipping point. It's gone. America now will only go deeper into debt because the only people who can get elected are those who pander to the members of the public who want more free stuff and handouts and entitlements. But you can't afford them all. So how do you pay for them? Well, you keep printing money at the federal level, but at the state level, you can't. So states go bankrupt and markets are in a bubble. Bond markets, real estate markets, and the stock market all in a bubble. And of course, the money supply itself is being artificially expanded with basically money counterfeiting by the central bank, quantitative easing. That's going on. This is a Ponzi scheme that you're living under. The dollar, the debt, you pay taxes. Oh, you think you're going to get your benefits out of the Ponzi scheme in the form of what? Social Security, maybe? Or a pension? Maybe Medicare or Medicaid? You think you're going to get some benefit. No, you're not. Long term, all that vanishes. There are people in Venezuela who thought they had retirement benefits. They thought they had, pensions, thought they had good government jobs. It's all collapsed. It's history. And that's going to happen in America too. It's interesting karma that all those who work for the government today, the federal government in particular, who are creating this problem, the government bureaucrats and politicians, they are the ones who are going to be left with nothing in terms of retirement and benefits. They will be left with nothing, which is exactly what they deserve. Actually, many of them deserve to be thrown in prison. They are criminals. But most of them won't be arrested or indicted even. Some will, but most of them will just end up losing everything and dying in poverty. That's what's coming. Those of you who have something saved, something that's real, not digital numbers in some account somewhere. Oh, I've got this hedge fund account. Oh, I have this investment account. Oh, I own these stocks. Not really. I've got this savings account. Not really. Doesn't count. You know what counts? I've said it before. Having land, John Deere tractor, 500 gallons of diesel fuel, having a rifle, some ammunition, gold and silver, some skills, having a CB radio, and some storable food. These are the things that matter. Everything else will just vanish overnight. But the things that you own that are real will still be there. Hopefully you're buying and putting away some vodka and some coffee as barter items. You should be buying some lard. Hopefully you get organic, because lard is full of all kinds of crazy pesticides, by the way. Just giving you a little food science note there. You should be buying and putting away firearms and ammunition. And if you're not doing these things, you're going to be left with nothing. If you don't have any assets, if all you have is debt and rent to pay and a loan on your car and a job that you could be fired from tomorrow, you've got nothing. So you better change that equation very quickly, because it's abundantly obvious at this point that things are going south in a bad way very soon. Even with Trump's economic miracle underway, we know that it's still largely based on quantitative easing, which means it won't last, and the Fed is raising interest rates to try to crash the market so they can blame Trump. That's the big scam happening right now. Raising interest rates under Trump, even though they kept them at zero under Obama, to try to make him look good. The Fed is trying to crash the market. When they do, you better be left holding more than just some bank account, because that'll be worth nothing. Check out my website, newstarget.com. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, everybody.
Learn more at healthrangerreport.com.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.